When I wrote the big book, Future Grace, about how the promises of God help us purify our hearts and kill sin, I sprinkled through that 400-page book chapters that I called application chapters. And there was enough attention to those that what we did was pull those 8 application chapters out, write a new preface, and that became this book, Battling Unbelief, with the subtitle, Defeating Sin with Superior Pleasure. So this is contained in Future Grace, but you might call it a mini Future Grace and a heavy on application Future Grace. And the gist, of course, is that God's promises, what he promises to be for us this afternoon, is the power by which we can overcome these states of unbelief and sin, anxiety, pride, shame, impatience, covetousness, bitterness, despondency, lust. And just give you one example of how this works. Hebrews 13:5 says, keep your life free from the love of money. Be content with what you have. So contentment is the alternative to anxiety, and it's the alternative to covetousness. So what's the way that Hebrews 13:5 tells us to be content with what you have? Well, it's followed by, for he has said, I will never leave you. I will never forsake you. Therefore, we can confidently say, the Lord is our helper. I will not fear. What can man do to me? So you can see the logic of contentment there. Be content with what you have because God says, I'm for you. I'm there. I'm going to help you. That's the way this works. With every one of these 8 kinds of temptations, there is a future grace promised by God to help us conquer those sins. So if you want to see the application of future grace distilled down to its core, that's what this is intended to be.